Today is November 20th. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today out of the Big Book, we're going to continue our journey through Chapter 9, The Family Afterward. We'll read page 126. Out of the 12 and 12, we're beginning Tradition number 5. We'll read page 150. And of course, we'll read the Daily Reflection and 24 Hours a Day. So with that, hope you all are doing well this morning, my friends. We've been given a brand new set, once again, of 24 hours. What a blessing it is to be alive today. So let's get to the good stuff. Alright guys, if you recall from yesterday's reading, we were at a point in the Family Afterward where we're talking about two difficulties that an alcoholic might have. One is that he jumps right into his financial problems, and two, that he obsesses over the program and nothing else. So we're going to elaborate on that on page 126. We think it dangerous if he rushes headlong at his economic problem. The family will be affected also, pleasantly at first, as they feel their money troubles are about to be solved, then not so pleasantly as they find themselves neglected. Dad may be tired at night and preoccupied by day. He may take small interest in the children and may show irritation when reproved for his delinquencies. If not irritable, he may seem dull and boring, not gay and affectionate as the family would like him to be. Mother may complain of inattention. They are all disappointed and often let him feel it. Beginning with such complaints, a barrier arises. He is straining every nerve to make up for lost time. He's striving to recover the fortune and reputation that he feels doing very well. Sometimes mother and children don't think so. Having been neglected and misused in the past, they think father owes them more than they're getting. They want him to make a fuss over them. They expect him to give them the nice times that they used to have before he drank so much, and to show his contrition for what they suffered. But Dad doesn't give freely of himself. Resentment grows. He becomes still less communicative. Sometimes he explodes over a trifle. The family's mystified. They criticize, pointing out that he is falling down on his spiritual program. This sort of thing can be avoided. Both father and the family are mistaken, though each side may have some justification. It is of little use to argue and only makes the impasse worse. The family must realize that Dad, though marvelously improved, is still convalescing. They should be thankful that he's sober and able to be of this world once more. Let them praise his progress. Let them remember that his drinking wrought all kinds of damage that may take long to repair. If they sense these things, they will not take so seriously his periods of crankiness, depression, or apathy, which will disappear when there is tolerance, love, and spiritual understanding. Out of the 12 and 12, we're beginning Tradition number 5. Each group has but one primary purpose: to carry its message to the alcoholic who still suffers. Page 150. Shoemaker, stick to thy last. Better do one thing supremely well than many badly. That is the central theme of this tradition. Around it, our society gathers in unity. The very life of our fellowship requires the preservation of this principle. Alcoholics Anonymous can be likened to a group of physicians who might find a cure for cancer, and upon whose concerted work will depend on the answer for sufferers of this disease. True, each physician in such a group might have his own specialty. Every doctor concerned would at times wish that he could devote himself to his chosen field rather than work only with the group. But once these men have hit upon a cure, once it became apparent that only by their united effort could this be accomplished, then all of them would feel bound to devote themselves solely to the relief of cancer. In the radiance of such miraculous discovery, any doctor would set his other ambitions aside at whatever personal cost, Just as firmly bound by the obligation are the members of Alcoholics Anonymous, who have demonstrated that they can help problem drinkers as other men seldom can. The unique ability of each AA to identify himself with and bring recovery to the newcomer in no way depends upon his learning, eloquence, or on any special individual skills. The only thing that matters is that he is an alcoholic who has found a key to sobriety. These legacies of suffering and recovery are easily passed among alcoholics, one to the other. This is our gift from God, and its bestowal upon others like us is the one aim that today animates AAs all around the globe. "24 hours a day, November 20th. AA thought for the day. I no longer try to escape life through alcoholism. Drinking built up an unreal world for me, and I tried to live in it. But in the morning light, the real life was back again, and facing it was harder than ever, because I had less resources with which to meet it. Each attempt at escape weakened my personality by the very attempt. Everyone knows that alcohol, by relaxing inhibitions, permits a flight from reality. Alcohol deadens the brain cells that preside over our highest faculties, and we are off to the unreal world of drunkenness. AA has taught me not to run away but to face reality. Have I given up trying to escape life? Meditation for the day. In these times of quiet meditation, try more and more to set your hopes on the grace of God. Know that whatever the future may hold, it will hold more and more of good. Do not set all your hopes and desires on material things. There is weariness in an abundance of things. Set your hopes on spiritual things, so that you may grow spiritually. Learn to rely on God's power more and more, and in that reliance, you'll have an insight into the greater value of the things of the Spirit. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may not be overwhelmed by material things. I pray that I may realize the higher value of spiritual things. Daily Reflection, November 20th. Thy will, not mine. When making specific requests, it will be well to add to each one of them this qualification: if it be thy will. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 102. I ask that, throughout the day, God place in me the best understanding of His will that I can have for that day, and that I be given the grace by which that I may carry it out. As the day goes on, I can pause when facing situations that must be met and decisions that must be made, and renew the simple request: Thy will, not mine, be done. I must always keep in mind that in every situation, I am responsible for the effort and God is responsible for the outcome. I can let go and let God by humbly repeating, Thy will, not mine, be done. Patience and persistence in seeking His will for me will free me from the pain of selfish expectations. Oh man, some great reading today. I could say something about every single one of them, but we're running up on time, so I'll make this quick. So I guess I'll just pick two things. Out of the big book, the family is obviously upset. Their dad's back, and they're hoping that everything's just going to be cured instantly. And unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. However, if we look for the progress, 30-some years of drinking, or however long it might be, it's going to take some time to rebuild. As they say, that alcohol's like a tornado, right? Well, we still got to get that hammer and those nails, and we got to fortify everything, repair everything. It takes time, but it can be done, and there's progress every single day when we work it. And then I love the 24 hours. A lot of the things that I stress over, I catch myself stressing over. when I zoom out and I look at my life almost as if like this third-party observer, I ask myself, does this really matter? In the grand scheme of my life, is this that important? No. Most of the time, if not always, it's no. And that goes back to Rule 62 we read yesterday. Don't take yourself too damn seriously, Rob. Enjoy the ride. Think about the grace with which my higher power has given me. Be grateful and just focus on the set of 24 hours. Great stuff. So with that, my friends, I hope you all have a great one. And if we are given another set of 24 hours, I sincerely look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.